everybody. Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you are. Welcome to the ICSB webinar. Today, I'm excited about this webinar. I've been working on it now for the last 2 years. My name is Ayman Tarabishi. I am the President and CEO of the International Council for Small Business, or ICSB. And I'm delighted to have you here join us today for this ICSB webinar, showcasing and announcing our new website that we just launched a couple of months ago. It was a soft launch until we work out all the details here, but it's ready to go to showcase. And I'm excited to show you what we've been working on for 2 years now, and how you can play an important role in making this website and also your work, your research, your teaching and education also more successful. What I'll be doing now is I'll be switching to the new website that we just launched recently, show you all the features of it, and then show you how you can join, how you can be part of this ICSB membership and the new website, and how you can use the website for your work, for your research, for your teaching, for your activities supporting MSMEs, and also if you're doing any consulting work or any activities within your organization that you want to showcase. So the idea here is to show you how the website can help you with the work you're doing. And in return, how the work you're doing can help our mission for ICSB, which is promoting and supporting MSMEs worldwide. So let me switch the screens here and show you what we've been working on, and then we can go from there. So let me try to see if I can do this correctly. And here it is. And let me share the site. I hope you all can see it. Let me all know if you can see it. Let me see the chat real quick. Yep, I think you all can see it. I'm glad. So let me show you a little bit about the website and how it works and where we're going with the website here. So this is our brand new website. And I want to give you a little bit of history of this website and kind of where we are today. So about 10 years ago, actually 10 years ago, I knew that I wanted to build a special website for ICSB that captured and gained the expertise and the knowledge and the know-how of all our members worldwide. And I always thought that the power of ICSB comes from its members, from the people that engage with ICSB, that have been to ICSB World Congresses, webinars, events, both in our main events, but also in their own respective countries. And I met so many of you out there, and I talked to a lot of you, but I always thought what it would be amazing if we can use the knowledge that these individuals have, the experience, the wisdom that they have, and we can capture it all in ICSB. Now, we do this technically, we do it now vis-a-vis our academic journals. We have 2 academic journals, JSBM and JISP, that do it. But these journals are very academic in focus. They're very research focused. And I always said to myself, you know, it's very challenging and difficult to get a paper accepted into these journals, but there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge that they can share that does not have to be an academic paper, does not have to be a research paper. It can be a website article. It can be an experience. It can be just connecting with us, and it can be just doing different events and activities, and we showcase the work they're doing. So I knew this 10 years ago, and I wanted to kind of capture it and do it. And it was impossible because for 3 reasons. One, technology was not ready for what I wanted to do. It wasn't ready to the degree where it was possible to capture what I wanted to capture. 2, even if I could get the right people to do it, it was extremely expensive. And ICSB is not a rich organization. We don't have millions and millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars to hire 50 developers and designers to build it. So it was just not going to happen. And number 3, to put it all together required a lot of thinking about how it works and how we can utilize it. So So we tinkered like entrepreneurs. You tinker, you create, you try again. And there was a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes it wasn't really exactly what we were looking for. Um, but it took 10 years to get to where we are today, where I am discussing with you the new website and how it works and how you can help. So for me, this is very personal. For me, this is saying this is exactly what ICSB's power is, which is now giving it to you all to take us to the next level. So not just relying on 4 or 5 different people, but now bringing in the experts from around the world and saying, okay, now you have the vehicle, you have the automobile, you have the spaceship, the rocket that can take us to the next level. And this is the website. This is the genesis of the website and how it works. So I'm going to walk you through the website a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how it all works. So the intentions of the website is to be the one-stop shop for everything dealing with MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises, right? So if you wanted to kind of learn about MSMEs and know what's out there from around the world, from India, from the Philippines, from Kenya, from the United States, you say, I'll go to the ICSB website, see what's going on, see what's happening, see what's being discussed, type of thing. Why? It's because our experts are feeding us, are providing us content saying this is the state of MSMEs worldwide. This is what's happening. So when you come to the website, the idea here is to have it like CNN, like BBC, like me, or like Reuters, where we showcase the latest discussions, latest topics that are happening worldwide. Right? So if you look at the website here, right from the homepage here, we're talking about U.S. small business optimism. We're talking about research. We're talking about advancing humanity through entrepreneurship for those that have been incarcerated and leaving, right? And you can see, oh my God, look at all these different topics. And if you scroll down, which is what I'm doing here, right? We kind of took the ideas, the best of different knowledge or news agencies and said, why don't we pick and choose the best of everything, right? So we're talking about research in terms, we're talking about teaching, the Socratic method and how to teach. While we're using AI, there's another way to teach, a combination of AI and Socratic method, which is Plato's work. Or we talk about the latest research book that came out, right, with Michael Morris and Susana Santos about poverty alleviation. So on this site, you can see we're talking about education, AI, advancing humanity, and alleviating poverty. Different topics, but all related to the common theme, which is MSMEs, which is micro, small, medium enterprises. And we also showcase differently the latest research that's coming out, either through academic journals that we published or topics that people are working on, where you come in, right? As you can see, a lot of this content is human-driven. And human-driven, what I mean by human-driven is that members, ICSB members, are providing us with this content. And this is the beauty. This is exactly the beauty of this website. This is what I really wanted to do forever, is to get everybody's expertise and voice onto the website so they can showcase what is happening in the MSMEs. So the best analogy of it, imagine you are all reporters working for the Washington Post, Chicago Tribune, and the New York Times, whatever newspaper you can think of around the world. And you are the reporters on the ground listening to what is happening, what is going on micro, small, and medium enterprises around the world. And then you come to ICSB and you present it and you showcase it. Do you see the beauty of this? Do you see how powerful this is? Where we can take your knowledge, we can take what you see and how you see it based on your knowledge and experience and education and projects you have done, and then we can show it to the globe. We can show it worldwide. And that's the ICSB site, right? So who can join? We have students that can join. We have experts, not just members. Members, you are a member, but you are also an expert. That's how it works. MSMEs can join, which is micro, small, medium enterprises, and then also knowledge hubs. And I'll explain each one in a little bit later here. And then if you scroll down, you get a little bit of things and activities, kind of marketing, showing you what we have done in the past and what activities we have done. And also, our top 10 trends that we're working on now for next year here of what's next, what's going to happen for MSMEs in 2025. So that's kind of how the website works, the genesis of the website and the idea. So what kind of news are we looking at? So we can click quickly on the news section here, right? And when you come to our news site, think of it as a CNN, as a BBC, as any website here. And when you come here, you can see all our news that are coming up from, from the secret sauce of SMEs to volatility to the new normal of AI adoption. We're showcasing Zambia. We're showcasing the Egyptian ecosystem. We're showcasing a book on the future of business schools. And we're talking about the Academy of Management here, the World Trade Organization, OECD, and so on and so on and so on, right? So this website becomes the one-stop shop, as I just mentioned earlier, of everything dealing with MSMEs, right? And not only that, what we also have done here is we can actually, filter it vis-a-vis different experts. So if you want to look at who's saying what from an expert perspective, they're all here. The different experts are presenting here. For instance, the Egyptian entrepreneurship ecosystem. This is an ICSB member in Egypt that is telling us about the Egyptian entrepreneurship expert. His name is Nabil Shalabi, right? And he basically has been doing research on this now, I think, for the last 20 years. I've met him 3-4 times in Egypt, and he has built one of the most beautiful entrepreneurship ecosystem diagrams showing everything about ICSB, right? And he's giving us links to it. He's talking to us about talent, funding, support, growth, networking. He's telling us how many channels there are, how many, and he has it all showcased on our page, but also leading to his website. So imagine you can do your work on your page, but come here and showcase it for us, so then the whole world sees it. What is unique about our website, which is very important, that a lot of people don't know, and it's very unique, we don't take advertising. We always were offered to be paid to put advertising on our website, and we declined it. I always declined it. I said no advertising on our page. And there's a reason for this. Google indexing, how you index your website, and right, Google has a formula where it says, I want to take websites that are not heavy in advertising, that have good content, that has original content, right? And it has specific topic themes that I can use. So Google actually searches for this, right? And when they do this, then they say, okay, so ICSB's website is a lot about micro, small, medium enterprises. It doesn't do advertising. It doesn't replicate content, right? And a lot of it is original work. So our ranking in the search goes not just slow, goes extremely high. So we get what we call an index saying this is a very powerful website. When you are researching on MSMEs or small businesses or any topic dealing with this, Google will tell the people searching, hey, I have a website for you that has this content that you're looking for. And therefore, what happens is our website shows up in the top 3 or 4 links on this topic. And it's global. That means if you're in India and you're searching on SMEs and you type in small business, SME day, youth, you'll see us in the top rankings. But what it also says here is that your content that you are producing on this website is also being indexed on a very highly indexed website. So people will start to find you, right, as an expert on the ICSB website, showcasing your work. So, and that's powerful. Basically, what you have done is you have, using ICSB, started to create your own brand as an expert, right? Using the engine of ICSB, right, to get your word out. For ICSB, we keep getting indexed higher because we're producing original content. So it's always this win-win relationship, right? As good as you are, we're also getting better and better and better, and vice versa. I have people that come to me saying, you know, Ayman, the article that you posted about me, now when I research my name, ICSB's website is higher than my own profile page at my university, school, and organization. How did you do that? And I smile and I say, it's because you produce good content. What I don't tell them is because I have this engine, which is the ICSB engine, that is getting your word out and getting you as an expert out globally, right? And that's the win-win type of relationship that we have here. And we have it all here breaking down by different types of news. We also have on the website, and you can also research it here, is we have different events that we showcase here. So if we click on the World Congress here, it can show you the different World Congresses that we're doing. So Sydney is coming up. We did Germany, we did South Korea, we did Washington, D.C., we did France, right? And so on and so on and so on. So as you can see, we're building more and more of these events. We have also the SME World Forum. We're going now to Malaysia in 2 weeks. So we have Malaysia coming up. We did Azerbaijan, and we also did Rosario, Argentina, with our good friend Ruben Escua, and then we did Macau, China as well, right? So we have all these events here. So you can see that we are starting to congregate on different events. We also have MSME Day. It was extremely successful MSME Day. We just did it recently in Geneva at the United Nations, and we have different videos and so on like this. And we have our what we call our reports here that we do every year, the global MSME reports here. So they're all here downloadable. Again, why are we showing all of this? Why are we putting all this content? Exactly for the purpose of indexing ICSB as a website to be the source, the place to go to in terms of global news and information and research on MSMEs. That's the objective of it here, right? And if you scroll down, we have pictures and we have different events of the activities that we have done here, right? So it becomes a history repository of stuff, the things that we have done for the last 5, 10, 15 years here. So that's, and then we have the community section here where we have a directory. We can show you the different aspects of how to join here, and I'll do that at the end here. What I want to focus on now, and I want to make this a long webinar here, I just want to show you how it works. So once you become a member, and I'm going to show you how you become a member, it's very easy. It's like signing up to different websites. If you want to join a newspaper website or even a streaming service or whatever it is, the sign up is easy. It's clear and everything here, right here. But once you become a member, I'm going to switch. You come here. Let me switch this page here. You say once you become a member and you're authenticated, it's saying here. I say, okay, I want to log in. And when you click on the member portal right here, it tells you, okay, let's sign you in. Okay, so when you go here, I already have this pre-filled here, so I can go expert. It says yes, that's me. Face, okay, okay. Okay, and then you log in, and you're in your membership profile page. This is now the beauty of it here. Now imagine yourself, right? And I'm going to give you this analogy. Imagine yourself as an ICSB expert in France, in Italy, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Canada, in Mexico, in Panama, wherever you are. You're like, all right, I'm an expert, and I am part of the ICSB global community. I'm going to write an article, a web article, showcasing the latest trends on microfinance for a specific type of community in my country. I want to showcase them. I want to showcase what the work they're doing and how great this is. So you go here, and on the left-hand side, if you look right here, right, you have a button here that says New Post. So you now have the power, right, to go in and actually send to us, to the ICSB site and the team, a new article to be published on our ICSB website. So you click on New Post, right here. And right away you're in the now what we call into the production of the site. You don't have to go and write code. You don't have to do anything like this. You just go in here, right? You can write MSMEs and social entrepreneurship as an example. You write your text here, okay? And then you add your image here. You can choose an image, a picture that you've taken that you want to showcase, right? You add an excerpt and you pick the topics of what it relates to. Okay, from finance to family business to entrepreneurship to digital entrepreneurship to cities. We have so many. The more we add, the more people are adding, the more you can pick from. And you hit the submit button. That's it. That's how simple it is. Now, what will happen is, as soon as you submit it, there's a whole mechanism, there's a whole system in place in the background that starts to happen. First of all, what will happen is the editors will quickly get an alert on their emails and phones and saying, we have a new expert article coming in, right? And they quickly access it and they read what it's about. Okay, so it's about entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. Great. Who's the expert? You can pick anybody. So and so from Malaysia. Just a minute. That's excellent, right? Okay, the text is good. We know who he is because you've been verified. We know you, type of thing, and the content is good. It's not political. There's nothing bad about it. It's not negative. It's a good article among MSMEs, right? We'll say, okay, let's publish it. Or, this article needs more. So what we do is we send you a message on your system saying, by the way, this is good version 1. Can you just make some minor edits and submit it again? Like any newspaper where the editor tells you it's good, but we need to make some minor modifications to it. And then you publish it. And when it's published, what happens here is you get to now what you see here is your posts. Right, so I logged in as an expert, so you can add anybody's name here, and you start to see all the different posts that you have done. And the people also get to see you as what you have produced. So imagine Eugene, for example, right, has 4 or 5 articles on the ICSB website under his name, right, that is showcasing him and the work he's done. Now, I know Eugene very well. He's what I call an ICSB historian. He knows how things started from the beginning. He's done a lot of research here. He can start saying this history is important to us. So I'm going to post it here. So a lot of people get to know Eugene and about ICSB's history and USASB's histories and the founders of both organizations. And it's all in one-stop shop. All his articles posted here. And actually, people can go to him and actually follow his reading. And that's the next part of ICSB. Once you create a profile, imagine it as your LinkedIn, Facebook page. So instead of people just coming to LinkedIn to see what you have done recently, people can come to the ICSB website to find you and see all the major articles that you have written on MSMEs the last 2, 3, 4 years. And they're all there, right? And also on the homepage. That's the magic of this website, okay? And for us, from an ICSB perspective, now we have captured knowledge that would have been residing in Eugene's mind forever. Then we've taken his tacit knowledge, was whatever he has known, and now we have made it into an explicit knowledge, which is an article on the web that's being indexed, that's being shared, that's being read by other people with a lot of heavy traffic. Why? Because Google likes us a lot in terms of our research, in terms of our originality, in terms that we are a very specific website that doesn't take advertising here. We are just focused on knowledge sharing and knowledge dissemination. And that's how it works here. And now what you can go here is if you go to, let's say you want to go to your settings here, is you can go in here, and here's an example of it. You can go here, put your name, your phone number, your email, your website, about you, and then all your social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I know we're going to keep changing it because they change as well here, but people get to find you as well when you go there. And when you go to the news page, your article is posted there, right? That's the engine of ICSB, as you are an expert. Now, if you are not an expert, let's say you're an organization. You're saying, well, yes, it's me, Dr. Bishi, but I also represent an organization in pick a country here, in Spain. Your organization can be a knowledge hub. And a knowledge hub is, think of it as an embassy. The way I explain it to be is that ICSB cannot be everywhere at all the time. We're not a big staff here. I can't be, and my team can be in every country in the world. So what we do is the analogy here is that we create verified embassies of people we trust, organizations we trust, people we know, people that have been with us for a while, and we say to them, you're our knowledge hub in so and so country. You are ICSB in pick a country, right? Why? Because we know your organization, we know who you are, we've seen your work, and we've seen the activities you've done. You spent, let's take, for example, our member from South Africa. She's joining us here. She came all the way from South Africa last year, flew all the way to Europe, right? To present. So she spent thousands and thousands of dollars, plus time, plus the hassle of flight. There's loyalty there. And she's an expert. And I always say she's one of the family here. We trust her and she trusts us because she took this risk and came to us to present her research, right? So now she can be our, for example, knowledge hub in South Africa. So whatever work they're doing, ICSB is saying, this is good stuff. This is great work, right? And so the knowledge hubs can actually eventually have their own page, like an expert, but an own page. So here are an example of all the knowledge hubs here. So we have, GW, we have our friends in Argentina has a knowledge hub. The WTO has joined us as a knowledge hub, right? And we have the feature news from the knowledge hub here. But here's all the different knowledge hubs that we currently have that are part of us here, that are moving forward with us here. So imagine you are, let's take the one in South Korea, right? And you're doing an event there, and you start to say, well, I'm going to do an event as a knowledge hub, but also I'm ICSB in South Korea because I am so and so called a knowledge hub. What Dr. Tarbishi says it is like an embassy, all right? They know what we're doing. They support us. We know what they're doing and what they're focused on. So let's do an event. Let's do an activity. So then you get the brand of ICSB as a knowledge hub. And in your country, in your community, you're saying this is an ICSB knowledge hub event. And we're going to talk about youth entrepreneurship. And we're talking on this. Again, for us, it's a win-win. Now ICSB has just done an activity in supporting MSMEs in Seoul, South Korea. Through our knowledge hubs, we've gotten all our objective, our mission of supporting them. You've got global recognition from your local community and also international community, and mission accomplished. We are mission aligned. That's what knowledge hubs are. So think of it, experts, knowledge hubs. Then you have students, and then you also have SMEs or micro small businesses that you're saying, well, I know I'm in my community here, but also I want to be global. So I want to be part of the global MSME community, right? And we showcase your company, your small business as its SME. That's how it works. Now, here's the power of social media. And I'll come back to the site as well. Imagine, and I do this because most of my work is done via WhatsApp because it's global. And one of the things that took us a while to make it happen here is, as I said, people don't come to the website anymore. It's just websites are nice, but people are always on their mobile phone. People always use their mobile phone. Oops, right? They're always on their mobile phone. I said, we need to do it in a way where when you post something on the website, you can share it on the phone around the world quickly. So you can go into your WhatsApp, which is usually what it is, or LinkedIn, and you post the article. Okay? And now I believe that's more faster dissemination, more powerful and more targeted dissemination of news than just coming to a website when you're grabbing lunch and reading what's out there. You get something on your WhatsApp from your close network, you'd be like, oh, what is this? Oh, Pinar just put an article out on this topic, or Paolo just did this. And you say, this is neat. Let me forward it to my friends. And the next thing you know, your article is being forwarded 3-4 times to someone else. Then it gets forwarded to someone else. Then it gets forwarded to someone else. Imagine it's the same concept as you're sharing jokes, but now you're sharing articles. What happens is, and I'll show you this website here. I'll show you now exactly what I mean here. Here is an example of a WhatsApp message that I just sent once the article was posted. So I went in, copied the link, and I want you to follow the link very carefully here. It says icsb.org expert, which means we've tagged you as an expert. Now, this can be a knowledge hub, it can be a student, it can be an SME, but you already have your categorization as an expert. And then from there, the name, your name. So it can be Pinar, it can be Jung Ho, it can be anybody that is a member and expert of us, and the title of your article. Once you take the domain name, the URL, put it into WhatsApp, the image appears, a little description, which is you filled when you did the article, and a link to it. And you hit send to WhatsApp. The next thing you know, 3 or 4 people are going to get it, and these 3-4 people are going to send it to another 5 people, and then another 10 people, and the next thing you know, your page is going to light up. Why? Because people are clicking on it on their phone and reading it. They don't have to come to the website. The website is going to them vis-a-vis these links. When you go to LinkedIn and you post this link, the image of the page shows up and the text shows up, and you just add more to it. Just publish an article on ICSB about how to understand the current methodological landscape. And from your LinkedIn, your followers, you have maybe 1,000, 2,000, 7,000, 10,000 will go back to the website to read your article. It's like a cycle, right? And the more social media we use on Facebook, Twitter, it all goes back. But what ties it together, what connects it together, is your post on the ICSB website. This is where it all starts. And then what I call the secondary market is where it explodes, right? And that's the beauty of it. That's kind of the fun of it here. Now, I've explained to you how the website works. Now, what we've added here too, again, and the technology was clunky, but now it's working smoothly here. I'm going to share the site again and show you one more thing. And then we go from there. So let me just see where's the website. Okay, here. Right. So once you're in the site and you be like, well, I want to know about research. I want to know cutting edge research. I want to know what's happening in the latest research publications that are happening. So you go to your member portal right here, right? Because you've logged in already. So you're an expert, but it can be Pinar here, for instance, right? What we have added, and it took us forever to do this because, again, it's just technology sometimes is not cooperative. And we had a breakthrough with our great developers there and Taylor and Francis. We now have all our journals accessible on our website. Okay, so if you click on the JSBM journal right here, you now pass through the firewall. And when you click on enter journal, you automatically switch. I'm not sure if you see it or not on my website, but now you're in the member profile of the journal on the website of Taylor and Francis. One second. Right here. So, and I'm highlighting it here. It says access provided by the International Council for Small Business. So you can go here and type in, for instance, a research that's done by my dear friend Katia Passerini, right? And it gives you all her research that she has published. Gender and Entrepreneurship Research Framework, Barriers and Opportunities for Women Entrepreneurs, right? And that Katia Passerini published here. So now this is all available, and you can click on the article and go in and do it, and you don't have to sign up for membership for the journals. Why? Because you're a member of ICSB. Now we've given that membership benefit there, type of thing. That's kind of how it works, the website. So as you're posting, You can be saying, well, I needed to see what's out there in terms of research. Well, we have access to these databases that are available. And then, no, the last piece I want to show you is how to sign up. And then we can go from there. Okay, 1 second. And let me go here. So we're back to here. Let me just make this smaller. Oh, no. 1 second. There we are. Okay, I lost my voice. Funny. To sign up, here's how to sign up. The different levels of sign up. Give me a second, just let me drink some more water. Okay, this is better. So this is how you sign up. There's different fees here, and we've researched the fees, and they are comparable to other organizations. So, but again, it's expensive to build a website and to maintain it and to develop it. And with all the features and stuff, your membership fees help support it. And then you can subscribe monthly or yearly. You get a discount with yearly than monthly. And it's very fast forward. And here are all the membership benefits that are available. Here. Okay. I've spent about 40 minutes showing this, so I'm going to stop sharing this, and we'll send you the link out to everybody. Any questions or comments from anybody? You all like it? Eugene, yes. If you're a member from the old site, Emmanuel will move you to the new site, and then when your term expires, you have to renew with the new rates. So your grandfather then. Okay? So again, I started the webinar saying, we've built the vehicle, we've built the rocket. Now I need help to make it launch, which is I need content from experts from around the world that will help me populate the website. Ngozi, Pinar, Moses, Kimball, everybody, right? I need you guys to start becoming members, becoming experts, signing up, and start publishing articles on our site. And quality is exceptional because I get to review it, because I'm going to start from the beginning reviewing everything that's being submitted to maintain the highest quality. So this website is the 5-star Michelin of content, right? So I'll be working with you guys, and all of you saying this is a great article, but we need to add more, or this is ready to go, or let's build more to it, or if you're a knowledge hub, what's your next activity? Let's promote it, let's put it out there, and so on. And you start to see that ICSB becomes your partner, in everything you're doing in terms of MSMEs, right? And at the same time, as ICSB's knowledge expands, you're getting also all the spotlight because a lot of this being produced is under your name as an expert in ICSB. Okay, so I always said there always have to be a balance between both type of thing, and that's kind of how it works. That's basically my presentation of how I want this to all happen. Do you all like it? Does that make sense for everybody? Is this something worthwhile for all of you? Okay, so you have my contact information. I'm gonna put it here as well. So in case you all want it, if there's any challenges, if there's any problems with the website, if there's anything you don't understand, send it to me because this is, again, as I mentioned, this is personal. I want, and this is going to take time, and this is going to take a lot of hard work. I think this is going to be one of those things where you're like walking through the mud, and it's you're taking inches of steps and stuff like that. But at some point, when we get to critical mass, when we reach that level, it's going to be like a hockey stick. It's just going to take off. And I know who joined here today, and you'll be part of this. Right? And that's the beauty of it. You'll be creating something that we have all built into success. So that's kind of where I am. Okay, so I'll wait to hear from you, and then and hopefully I'll see you all again as experts. Thank you very much for coming today. Sorry I lost my voice a little bit here, um, but we'll be posting this recording worldwide, and we'll go from there, and we'll see who joins. And again, you have my email address. And then for those that are actually members, we should be in the process of moving you over, or already moved over. It's just for you to access the new website, right? So it's simple, and I'm excited. You know, I want to see you guys as experts here because I just want to sit down and say, "Hey, Alina, Eugene, where's the article?" And I send you these emails in the evening. I'm like, "You haven't posted in 2 weeks. What's going on?" So that's kind of where I see my future heading. You know, it's like starting to email people and say, Moses, Lakme, where's the next article here? What are you doing? Right? They'd be like, oh my God, ICSB is harassing me for an article. Right? That's my new job. Right? So with that, but that's my new job is to kind of be basically chasing people to post stuff on the ICSB website. But the engine is there, and it's a passion of love. And I want to thank you all for coming today. Thank you, everybody. Bye.